Hey there, thanks for joining me today. We're diving into something that could seriously impact your paycheck, your retirement, your grocery bill, and even the safety nets you or your loved ones rely on. I'm talking about the Trump administration's new tax bill. And this isn't just a minor update to the system. It's a sweeping overhaul that could change how Americans are taxed, how federal programs are funded, and most importantly, who really benefits in the long run. Here is something you might not know. If you're remaking under $30,000 a year, you could actually end up paying more in taxes under this plan. Surprised? You're not alone. A lot of people hear tax cuts and assume that means more money in their pocket. But the reality is much more complicated. So, if you're wondering whether this new plan helps you or hurts you, stay with me. We're going to break it all down, one step at a time, so you can understand exactly what's happening and what it could mean for your future. Before we get into the details, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this tax bill? Drop a comment below, and while you're here, consider subscribing so you don't miss updates like this. I break things down clearly so you always know what's at stake. The bill is officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and yes, it's over 1,000 pages long. But don't worry, you don't need to read it cover to cover. Let's start with what the White House wants you to notice. Permanent tax relief, bigger paychecks, and more take-home money. The headline features sound good: an increase to the standard deduction, a bump in the child tax credit, no federal taxes on tips or overtime pay, and a one-time bonus for seniors. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. Not all these benefits are permanent. The child tax credit boost, temporary, the senior bonus, a one-time deal. Meanwhile, tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans, locked in for the long haul. According to independent analysts like the Penn Wharton Budget Model and the Tax Policy Center, the biggest breaks go to the top 0.1%, who could see nearly $400,000 more per year in after-tax income. Now compare that to someone making under $30,000. According to the Joint Committee on Taxation, they might actually pay more in taxes by 2029, with an average tax rate increase of over 50%. So how is that possible? It comes down to trade-offs. The revenue lost from giving big tax breaks at the top is being made up by cutting safety net programs like Medicaid and SNAP. That means people who rely on these supports may lose more than they gain from small tax credits or deductions. Think about it. If you're a working parent who gets a bump from the child tax credit, but you lose Medicaid coverage or food assistance, you may come out behind. And those temporary tax breaks? They might be gone before you even feel their full impact. Now, let's talk tariffs. While not officially part of the tax bill, they're a major part of Trump's broader economic strategy. Tariffs, especially on goods from China, can make everyday items more expensive. So even if you do get a small tax refund, higher grocery and product prices might cancel it out fast. One feature that has been getting a lot of attention is the elimination of federal tax on tips. If you've worked in the service industry, this might seem like a win, and for some, it is. But here is the fine print. If you already don't owe federal income tax because of low wages, this doesn't benefit you. That's about 37% of tipped workers based on research from Yale. Plus, this change doesn't touch payroll taxes, which fund Social Security and Medicare. Those deductions still apply. So how much does this change actually help? The average savings comes out to around $1,700 per year. Not nothing, but also not life-changing. And the estimated cost to implement it? Around $40 billion over 4 years. Meanwhile, business owners and the ultra-wealthy continue to benefit in a big way. The bill includes lower estate taxes, more deductions for business income, and other perks, most of which are permanent. The argument from Trump's team is that these cuts will drive economic growth and raise wages for everyone. Sound familiar? It's the same theory behind the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and while that bill did lead to some wage growth, the biggest winners were still corporations and high earners, while the national deficit grew by nearly $2 trillion over a decade. Which brings us to another major concern. How do we pay for all of this? The Congressional Budget Office says this bill adds significantly to the federal deficit. Some in Congress want even deeper cuts to Medicaid. Others want to expand deductions in high-cost states. There's already internal friction. 5 Republicans joined Democrats to block the bill from advancing in the House Budget Committee, and over in the Senate, the outcome is still uncertain. So where does that leave us? At a crossroads. This bill promises relief, but delivers it unevenly. If you're wealthy or own a large business, you're likely to benefit. But if you're living on a fixed income, working a lower-wage job, or depending on public programs, this bill may leave you worse off or facing a lot more uncertainty. And this debate isn't just about money, it's about values. Do we want a system that prioritizes tax breaks for the top, hoping the benefits will trickle down? Or one that strengthens the safety net for people who need help the most? There are no easy answers, but being informed is the first step. Before I wrap up, a quick word from a partner we trust. We've teamed up with Chapter, a service that helps you find honest, personalized Medicare advice. They'll compare every Medicare plan in your area, connect you with a licensed advisor, and help you save money. Most people save around $1,100 a year, and it's totally free. Call 615-639-1937 or visit AskCaptor.org, money using the link in the description. To wrap it all up, every policy is about trade-offs. Understanding what you stand to gain and what you might lose is key to making an informed decision. So, what do you think? Does this tax plan help you? Hurt you? Still not sure? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe for more videos that make complex issues easier to understand. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Whether you're reviewing your paycheck, planning for retirement, or just trying to understand what all these changes mean, I hope this helped. Stay safe, stay thoughtful, and I'll see you in the next one.